the guitarist for Modern Echo, and Mike is on the phone with us right now. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm well, guys. How you doing?
Doing well. Welcome to the Bastard Den, Mike. You're over in Milwaukee, right?
That's correct, guys. Yep.
Yeah. What part of Milwaukee are you in?
I live right near downtown, actually.
Nice, man. That's convenient, probably, for being in a band, getting out there, doing some gigging and stuff, you know. So Modern Echo, a band out of Milwaukee. There's a quote on your Facebook page for such newly formed band. Modern Echo certainly shows a level of maturity and a lot of that a lot of other acts only wish they can achieve. That was from myglobemind.com. What does that quote mean to you, man?
Well, you know, what it means to us is we actually spent a lot of time doing a record. I mean, this is the first record. We're a brand new band, but we actually did a full length. And we took about a year to write, and then we took about a little over a year in the studio as well. So the songs went through a lot of changes to get to their final form. So you know, as a result, there's a lot of depth and things we tried to put into the songs so that you kind of would discover something different. You know, listening to it more than once, and so that was something we were definitely going for.
So why don't you give us a little bit of the history of Modern Echo? Tell us where you guys came from, and I guess tell us a little bit where you guys are hoping to take this thing.
Yeah, sure. You know, we all live in Milwaukee, actually, except for our singer. He lives in Green Bay. And the singer, Jonathan, and myself, we were in a previous band. And when that band broke up, we put this new project together. And like I said, it was about a little over 2-year process to do the writing, do the recording. And at the end of summer, we just got the record out, but only recently we started playing, you know, behind it. So we've only done about 7 or 8 shows so far, but we're playing in Milwaukee, we're playing up in Green Bay a lot. We'd like to get over to your neck of the woods out there in Madison here pretty soon. So we've just kind of been booking up, and the goal is to try to play regionally as much as possible and get the record out there. And we're trying to play almost every weekend, you know, and keep it busy and get out there.
I found Modern Echo through Avitas, actually, our good friends over in Avitas. You must have played a show with them. What other bands have you played with, and what other bands do you that you have played with that have been really incredible shows that you fed off of?
Well, yeah, the guys in Avitas are great, and you know, they kind of, us being a brand new band, they kind of took us under their wing, and we plan on doing a lot more shows with those guys. So I would definitely mention them. I don't know, we played, honestly, we've played a couple shows with them, but every other band we've just played about one show with. We're still kind of getting a sense of what bands we want to be playing with regularly. Avitas is definitely one of those bands. And we also played actually downtown Milwaukee recently, up and under with Fault Line Empires and a couple other bands from Madison too. So, you know, we're getting out there and kind of rebuilding those relationships with a lot of bands that we knew before they've broken up and kind of gone their separate ways. So we're always looking for cool bands to play with.
That's awesome, man. That show you were just talking about with Fault Line Empires, Wall of Funk was at that show this past weekend, right?
I'm sorry, who?
Wall of Funk?
Oh, yep. They were great. That was a good show. That
Wall
was
of
my
Funk.
first time seeing them and hearing that band. Those guys were pretty cool.
Yeah, man. So as far as writing goes, it says here that you wrote about 20 songs before narrowing the list down to about 12 songs. Who does primarily most of the writing in the band, and how does the rest of the band kind of gather around, and you know, how do the songs come together in Modern Echo?
Yeah, it's actually kind of unique for us because, I mean, obviously being the guitarist, I do a lot of the writing, but our drummer is a drum major. He also plays guitar. Our bassist has played guitar before in his previous band. And our singer plays a little guitar too. So, you know, for those of you guys that your listeners that get the record, you're going to hear a lot of different kinds of songs because we all do our own writing. We'll bring, you know, riffs to the table, and then we'll jam them out. And as a result, we get a lot of different sounding songs. I think if I were to write 12 tracks, you know, a lot of stuff would start to sound similar. So that's one thing that we would go for, you know, to kind of change things up.
Cool. Talking to Mike from Modern Echo. Mike, do you guys what do you find is good and maybe not so good also about the Milwaukee music scene?
Well, I mean, I think it's like a lot of other scenes in the sense that it can take a little bit to kind of break into it. I know a lot of cities really like, cover bands or bands that, we're not a very heavy band, I guess, by rock comparisons, but we're a little on the harder side too. So it's a little bit harder to kind of start to build a quick fan base, but we're going at it slowly but surely to kind of try to break into that market. But I think, in every city you have those same challenges. So it's not really unique to Milwaukee, but Milwaukee does have a lot of great venues, so that's a real plus.
Mike, before we went on the air, I asked you 3 songs. What 3 songs do you want me to play for the people tonight? You picked Light Your Eyes, Hold On, and Sleepwalker. Why those 3 songs, man?
Well, I like a lot of them, but those are kind of more representative of the band. 2 of them are a little bit more hard rocking, and then Hold On is a little bit more mid tempo. So I thought it'd be a good sampling to kind of get a sense of. If you like those 3 songs, you'd probably like the record.
That's awesome, man. And do you have any shows coming up? Anything on the calendar for Modern Echo?
We had a really busy January. We're taking most of February off, but we're going to be hitting it pretty hard in March. We got an upcoming show I believe we're doing at the Raven, the Brat Stop, but those are not confirmed for March. So far we have 2 shows, both in Green Bay, March 9th up at Fatheads in Green Bay, and there'll be another one at a place called The Hideout as well. So we will be booking up pretty soon.
So if you're in those areas, get out and see Modern Echo. Mike, thanks for taking the time to join us today. Of course, find them on Facebook, Modern Echo. Do you have a webpage as well, man? CD Baby, it looks like?
Yeah, sure. It's modernecholocks.com.
modernecholocks.com. Mike, thanks for coming into the Bastard Den today. Really appreciate it, man.
Guys, thanks so much. Thanks for having me.